You're here. I'm queer, and welcome back to my channel. Greetings and welcome. It is I, Gomez Addams, here to present you another creation by moi. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I have been making the members of the Addams family for 2 years now. 3 counting this one. And I thought it would be apropos to create the father of the house, Addams. And that is Gomez Addams. Cara mia needs mon cher. But yes, you guys know Wednesday is coming out on Netflix, I believe on late November, which is kind of interesting that it did not come out in October. You would think, they would time it. But yes, it's coming out in late November, which I'm really excited about. So I thought it would be apropos to create Gomez, because like I said, I have been creating the Addams family slowly but surely, every year. It's been like a tradition now. Like I have to create a member of the Addams family. And yes, today we will be making Gomez Addams. I just thought it would be appropriate. We currently have Morticia and Wednesday, so we need Gomez Addams. Mostly inspired by the 90s, The 90s Addams family is what I'm really drawn to aesthetically and their personalities. But I try to mix in classic Addams elements here and there, or even like modern elements here and there. So I'm not entirely sure how Mr. Gomez Addams will be acting in the Wednesday Netflix original. This is like my version of Gomez. Very stoic, still goofy, but just handsome is like, I think the word. Handsomely deadly, if anything. So yes, I'm really excited to show you guys that. And of course, like an annual tradition now, this is a collaboration, a Halloween spooky ooky collaboration with a bunch of talented artists. So make sure you guys check out Val Kitty's World, The Dolly Geek, The Doll Fairy, Moonlight Jewel, Heroes Workshop, Jackie O, Hallie Crafts, Enchantarium, Dolly Pop, Harley's Dollhouse, and his name is Zakeen. I'll have all of their links down below, so make sure you guys check out their spooky dolls. I'm so excited to show you guys this doll. I'm so excited for the Tim Burton Netflix Wednesday show. And speaking of excited, I'm really excited to share with you guys today's video sponsor, Wondershare Filmora, who is running a very special event right now. Because people naturally label others by gender and sexual orientations, she/her groups don't always get the equal opportunities in life, and that's just the reality of it, unfortunately. Filmora is looking to encourage she/her groups to inspire others by sharing their own stories of how they occupy their own space. Storytelling is an art form that can really be inspiring and even change people's lives. Wondershare Filmora wants you to create your own story that can motivate and inspire others. All you have to do to join this event is create a 30 to 60 second video photo montage with Filmora explaining what it takes for you to break barriers and claim your space. Share your creation online with a hashtag #ClaimYourSpace and hashtag #WonderSpace. Don't forget to also tag @Wondershare along with 2 women in your life who are as dedicated as you. Filmora will be giving away $200 to the 5 most inspiring stories, and your work could be posted on their website. For every 1 post that's shared, $5 will be donated to organizations aimed to empower women. So if you want to take part in this awesome empowering event, go ahead and download Filmora with the link in my description below. It's free to try with the watermark. And again, thank you so much to Wondershare Filmora for sponsoring today's video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and make Gomez Addams. Myself, me, moi, Cara mia and Wednesday are waiting for my arrival. I don't know why does he sound like Dracula? For our doll, I will be using this Integrity doll. I believe his name was Milo Montez, and I will be turning him into Gomez Addams. I thought of using an Integrity toy doll because they are drastically taller than a regular Barbie doll. And since our Morticia is a Barbie doll, I was like, maybe I can use a integrity doll so that there's at least an inch height difference. Because I believe Ken dolls are roughly the same height as Barbie. So I do want a little bit of height difference because they usually always have height difference. Either Gomez is taller than her or Morticia is taller than Gomez. But for this one, it will be Gomez taller than Morticia, just to reference the 90s version. And as you can see, he has beautiful, beautiful features. The hair is iconic, and I really just love his face sculpt. So I'm really, really excited to tackle this doll. It's been a while, so let's go ahead and prep it. First, let's go ahead and remove his factory paint using acetone. You may also use nail polish remover if it has acetone in it. Then using acetone, I'm also taking off his side hair over here, the flocking, I guess. But yeah, I'm just removing it just because the hair color is obviously incorrect. I do want Gomez to have black hair, so I'm like, let's just go ahead and start from scratch. He actually looks really, really cool with no hair. Like, he looks really, really edgy and just like so cool. But let's go ahead and give him a new skin color, and I'm using the same exact pan pastel I've been using. And of course, I sealed his body with Mr. Super Clear so that the pastels will adhere to it. And I believe for the body and for the face, I did I believe maybe 3 to 4 layers. More on the face just because that's really what's showing. The rest of the body is kind of just hidden, but you know, I do want it to change the color of the body as well. I like how this doll's skin tone is darker, so that when you put the gray on top of it, it will be a darker gray. So I'm really, really interested to see how he will look with Morticia. I went ahead and sealed and saved the skin tone with Mr. Super Clear as well, so now let's go ahead and work on his face. I'm really, really excited to do this. It's been a while since I made like a purely masculine character, or at least my version of masculine character. So yes, I'm just taking my watercolor pencils over here, my chalk pastels later, and I am just mapping out his face. I definitely want him to look really, really serious and really stoic, just really handsome. Like, the main goal is just for him to look handsome, you know? I don't think I've ever drawn on a mustache on a doll before, so this was really, really cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember if I have or not. But I was like, oh my god, Gomez is like so iconic for his mustache, so I have to give him a really, really sharp and iconic mustache. I really want his eyes to look really sunken in, and I am also adding the dark circles around his eyes just to make him look like he doesn't sleep. For my version of the Addams, obviously they are, I guess, technically humans. They're not really a part of the occult, especially Gomez. Like, I don't think he's anything but human, but I do want to give him a sense of inhuman and immortality here and there, so not so much vampire, not so much ghoul. I just want them to look inhuman, you know? Is that the word? Non-human, I guess. Non-mortal. Immortal. But yes, just a little something there. And I feel like giving them eye bags and dark circles really enhances that look. Now I'm taking my black watercolor pencil and I'm adding more details onto the eyes and pretty much everywhere else. I mapped everything out with kind of like a bluish gray watercolor pencil so that it's easier to erase when mistakes are made. And when that's done, I go in with my black color, and that's when I kind of finalize the details and fine-tune some details here and there. Out of all the Addams Family iterations and versions out there, who is your favorite Gomez Addams? I really like the Gomez Addams in the 90s version by Raul Julia. I just thought he portrayed the role so well. I like how he was kind of menacing when he's serious, scary when he's serious, but also such a goofball. And I just love Angelica Houston and his kind of chemistry. Like, they just look so good together. I do want to add a bit of color onto his skin, so over here I'm just kind of blushing his face with pink and also purple. It was like a mixture, just to give it some more life and a little bit more dimension. I'm also tinting his lips just a bit, just to give it some life. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give him some hair onto his sides. I'm pretty much giving him the same exact hairstyle that the doll originally had, but in black. And for this one, I do want to draw in the kind of like the side edges, just because I feel like it will make it look more realistic, especially when it's blended onto his face. So as you can see over here, I'm just taking my pastel and also watercolor pencil, and I'm drawing every single hair fiber here and there. And I feel like this really adds like really dimension and life to the doll, just because like most dolls don't really have a clean hairline like that. So I think drawing in the hairline really adds to an element of realism. Just doing a bit more contouring and highlighting here and there, and of course we have to give him a beauty mark. You know, I do it when I can, so here I'm giving him 2 beauty marks, one by his eyes and one above his eyebrows. And of course, to further give him life with his eyes, I am adding the catch lights just a little bit onto the eyes. And of course, if you're a doll made by me, there will be highlighter here and there, so I'm just taking my resin metallic pigment and I'm just kind of giving him a little bit of life and highlighter. You know, you can never go wrong with highlighter. Now for his hair, I have these yarn wefts that I have laying around actually, so I didn't have to make any new ones. And I only use, I believe, 4, so not too shabby. And I'm just gluing that layer by layer, and over here I'm kind of giving him like the comb over effect, kind of like a pompadour as well, so very classic, very vintage. And I like yarn wefts because it does look like, you know, real hair fibers in doll scale, and it's so easy to style. You can really use just water, but to seal it in, of course I use like hairspray or even gel. Let's go ahead and gloss up his lips just a little bit, not too much, just to give it some shine. And voila! We are finally done with Gomez Addams' face, and as I am obsessed. He looks really cool, and I just love the brows, I love the mustache, I love his expression so much. And here is the before and after for your reference. Now let's go ahead and give him his outfit. This outfit was made by Shane, the talented sew designer on Instagram. You guys definitely need to check them out. I was so stoked with this collaboration because we were trying to find a fabric with pinstripe in doll scale, but it's pretty difficult to find, so I asked him if stitching the pinstripes was a possibility, and he made it happen. So I was really like stoked with this, and we did it in a pleather fabric to match my Morticia and Wednesday, and of course the pleather patent lapel. Also, it's just so cool. I love this. The exaggerated sleeves are everything, and thank you so much, Shane, for this, and I'm so excited for it. I can't wait to collaborate on more suiting here and there. For his white shirt, I'm actually using the white shirt that the doll originally came with. I thought, I mean, it was the same exact concept, so why not recycle it? I don't need another white shirt. So I'm just recycling the white shirt and also the bow tie because it was literally perfect for Gomez Addams. Now let's go ahead and put on his pants, and fitting of this was just so immaculate. I was so obsessed. Like, I love high-waisted like dress pants like this. For his shoes, I'm also using the original shoes that the doll came with because it is just perfect. It's a patent dress loafer shoe, and I just love how detailed it is. So the only thing missing is the red bottoms. You guys know he's an Addams. He needs to have red bottoms to match everyone else. So of course, I'm just taking my patent red lacquer paint over here, and I'm just giving him the red treatment. And I want him to be like cool and edgy, so over here I'm just giving him some piercings. Just a stud, you know? I feel like this really gives him the handsome devil vibe. And I'm just giving him some chain element here and there, and also a rose over here that I am painting red. So just think of it as like when Morticia cuts off the roses, he wears it, you know what I mean? So I thought that was such a cool idea. And I like how everything else is pretty much black and white, and then you just have like a pop of red as the rose. And of course, to show his devotion for Morticia, being married to her, a wedding ring, which originally came with the doll, because this was a wedding doll set, which I thought was apropos to give it back to him. But yes. And we're finally done with Gomez Addams.